The family of a man who died in National City Police custody says a Citizens Review Board report backs up their claim that their loved one died from excessive force. Earl McNeil went to the department looking for help back in May of last year, but he ended up in a coma before dying. Our 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco is live at the County Administration Building where McNeil's relatives are expected to gather tomorrow. Rachel.
Steve, that Citizen Review Board will decide tomorrow night if it's going to adopt the final report. But either way, the family believes that this supports their argument that law enforcement played a role in the death of Earl McNeil. You can hear Earl McNeil screaming as National City Police restrained him using what's called a wrap. They also put a spit hood over his head. McNeil reportedly told officers he had HIV as he continued to spit on them. The Citizens Law Enforcement Review Board report shows that once McNeil was brought to the jail, the sock was so soaked a second one was put over him. While waiting for an ambulance, McNeil spat at a deputy in the face. Another deputy then pulled McNeil's T-shirt over his head, a move the review board says violated policy. Tasha Williamson is the McNeil family spokesperson.
Somebody else believes that Earl McNeil was not treated right, that there were policies violated.
McNeil spent 16 days in a coma before his family took him off life support. The medical examiner says McNeil died from a lack of oxygen to his brain due to a heart attack. The autopsy says drugs, agitation, and compromised breathing may have caused the heart attack. The family has always maintained officers used excessive force and should have gotten him help sooner.
It wasn't just, as people were saying, it wasn't a drug overdose. It was a multitude of things that happened to cause him to lose oxygen to the brain.
A sheriff's spokesman says the department doesn't see enough evidence to support the finding that the T-shirt was used in a way that affected McNeil's breathing, but the department will consider policy changes recommended by the board. The recommendations include training on the use of universal personal protective equipment, training on how to inspect and exchange new spit socks, and a clause prohibiting additional items over spit socks. Also, a requirement to monitor vital signs, body position when using a wrap restraining device. The review board also found that, quote, no specific act taken by any individual caused the death of Mr. McNeil. The board will go over the report and take public comment at its meeting tomorrow night. Reporting live at the County Administration Building, Rachel Bianco, 10 News.